طبعا لحظة الفوليوم. اوكي طبعا راح تحضروا حاليا هذا بالاخبار بالامريكان نيوز. معلش ثواني. اذا تحبوا انا اشرح لكم الفيديو هيكون ان انجلش باللغه الانجليزيه، اذا تحبوا اشرح لكم كل بارت بتكلموا فيه بالعربي في عندي امكانيه الموضوع، اذا بتحبوا انتم تسمعوا الموضوع او تحضروه تفهموا لحالكم انا ما عندي اي اشكاليه فيه. انت ايش تفضل اشرح لهم كل جزء معين؟ لا اوكي through the video. توكل على التفرج.
Now, Linda, this is a fire extinguisher for the new millennium.
You know what? This is really very interesting stuff.
طبعا من الاول هنا بشرحوا انه عباره عن منتج جديد to save the life. There's a new tools. انه منتج جديد ينقذ الحياه.
From plane crashes to hockey rides, emergency responders in Metro Vancouver are being armed with a new tool that can help save lives.
Our consumer reporter Linda Steele is here now, and Linda, this is a fire extinguisher for the new millennium.
You know what? This is really very interesting stuff. While traditional fire foams actually smother a fire, this stuff can actually take the heat out of the flames. It's non-toxic, it uses less water, leaves less damage, and it's already being credited for saving lives. Check it out.
طبعا هي ذكرت ذكرت انه هذا منتج جديد صديق للبيئه، ليس فقط يطفئ النار، فهو ياخذ الحراره من النار وياخذ الدخان، فهذا هو اللي بتذكر عنه كمنتج الكولد فاير.
My hand is covered in ColdFire and this cloth is covered in ColdFire. And as you can see, it's burning very hot.
5,000 degrees hot, in fact. Yet ColdFire President Grant Pearson's bare hand is protected.
5000 درجة مئوية، مغنيسيوم على ايده مش حاسب حرارتها.
You can see that we went through the cloth a little bit, but you can feel
إنه عالج القطع هذه فقط بالكولد فاير.
You can feel just a tiny bit of heat. Metro Vancouver firefighters are training with the ColdFire product. While most fire extinguishers smother the flames, ColdFire takes the heat out of the flames, and that could mean the difference between life and death in a vehicle fire.
ColdFire will actually take away the BTUs, the heat, around the person and the individual that's doing the rescuing, to allow them to get into the vehicle, get that person out.
That is the ethanol.
احنا بدينا بحلوات سباق بالأثينول.
The plant-based product is also saving lives on professional racetracks and being used by emergency workers on both sides of the border. ColdFire was used to put out this plane crash fire in Richmond last year. And BC police are using the product too. After the Stanley Cup mayhem last year, it was decided firefighters would be embedded in riot squads in the future. And they may soon be equipped with ColdFire backpacks.
What he's wearing here is a new tactical backpack that is a totally self-contained fire extinguishing system.
Deputy Fire
هذه
Chief
تساعد
Joe
رجل
Foster
الأمن
is
على
impressed
فقط
with what
لبسها على
he's
الظهر
seen so
واستخدام
far.
قام واستخدام اليد الثانية للمساعدة.
Effective, easy to carry, it's very comfortable. So we're looking at every option that we have.
And as more communities face the threat posed by wildfires, homeowners may consider dousing their properties in a spin-off product called Fire Block that repels the flame.
هذا الفاير بلوك مانع الاحتراق.
Protective barrier, whereas you can see it won't allow fire to spread. It'll turn
يجمر
black
ما
and it'll
يولع
smoke,
النار.
but it won't light on fire.
Outdoor enthusiasts can also treat their RV and boat curtains and cushions for added protection. And a small container is designed for kitchens so that this doesn't turn into this.
طبعا هنا تم ذكر ميزة المنتج ككولد فاير بوسائل الأخبار. في عندنا بحب أحضركم مش أحضركم كثير جزء معين من الفيديوهات المهمة.
Sounds like a hospital visit waiting to happen, but check this out. It's a tool that many police departments are now using that helps keep them safe from flames. Fox 6 News reporter Christy Hutchings checked out how this works. Christy.
Well, Beth, Steve, law enforcement are typically the first ones on the scene, so if there's a fire, they can now handle it to an extent. If there's a riot and the flames are coming their way, they can coat themselves in this liquid that would protect them.
يعني حتى ما بتحس فيه حطيت انت تورشني على ايدك مجرد ما رشيت الكولد فاير بيعمل حمايه.
It's ColdFire Defense's fire suppression device. It can be used for a number of scenarios, but let's take a vehicle fire. If someone is trapped inside, the officer wouldn't have to wait on the fire department.
Spray the car door handle, open it up bare hand, cool some metal that quick, and then spray down the individual inside, and the agent will actually create a thermal heat barrier on that person's skin.
The Tuscaloosa Sheriff's Office paramedic unit has been using them for 2 years.
It's a very useful tool.
Sergeant Alex Miles says their deputies have been able to put out car fires, even a stove fire.
It gives them the ability to respond to
طبعا جميع
different
اغلب
situations
سيارات
and
الشرطه في
save
امريكا
long
حاليا
before a fire
عندهم الكولد فاير اجباري يتم استخدامه ضد سيارات الامن.
Homeland Police now have them too. Justin Partridge demonstrated how it worked by setting magnesium on fire and melting a penny in his hand.
It creates a thermal heat barrier on your skin and actually absorbs the heat, and it's really crazy how it works.
Now, Mountain Brook and Pelham Police also have these fire suppression units in their vehicles. And if you're wondering if you can get one, the answer is yes. It works on fuel and grease fires, but
طبعا احنا حبينا نورجيكم مقتطفات معينة للمنتج خارج استخداماته برا، ولكن احنا هنكون الموضوع موضح اكثر في التطبيق العملي في الخارج، في العمليات لما نسوي اللي هي شرح عملي ويتم الحرق المواد باستخدام المنتج. عند استخدام المنتج راح تشوفوا نتائجه فعليا على ارض الواقع كيف هي بطريقة أقرب، بصورة أقرب لكم أنتم كمان. طيب احنا عشان ما نطول كثير الوقت، صار الساعة تقريبا 10 عشان نجهز للعرض العملي. خليني بس شوي. طبعا الأمن الصناعي احنا عندنا استخدامه في الأمن الصناعي في المصانع، مخازن التخزين المواد، الوير هاوسز، طبعا يوضع في الخزانات اللي هي الطفايات نفس هذه. يوديك سرعة إطفاء الكولد فاير للحريق، ما بتاخذ نفس المواد الثانية وقت أطول، أو بتاخذ وتشوفوا كمية حتى الدخان اللي بتتم المواد المحترقة، إن كانت نفطية إن كانت مواد مبدئية أولية. الكولد فاير حلو فيه أول ما يجي على مصدر الحرق بيمتص وبيعدم حتى الدخان الأسود اللي خارج من الاحتراق. شفتوا سرعة الإطفاء اللي تمت للحريق، حتى الدخان. أنا بحاول أورجيكم مقتطفات معي سريعة. طبعا هذه هذه كمان في الأخبار التلفزيون. لحظة شوي.
Inside of his burning car is recovering this morning at the hospital. And officers say the only reason why he's alive today is because they recently added a new tool to their patrol cars. Sayed Shabir joins us live from the University of Kansas Hospital, and this is an exclusive story you'll only see here on 41 Action News. Sayed?
Yeah, good morning, Zhao. This driver is in his early 20s. Police aren't releasing his name at this point, but he's inside the burn unit getting treated. He has a long way to recovery, but he does have a fighting chance thanks to a new tool added to the Prairie Village Police Department's patrol cars. Here's what happened, though. Early Monday morning, police responded to 79th and Belinder.
طبعا هذه السيارة صارت فيها حادث، هاي الحادث الواقع تم. هاي عندك الجيران يحاولوا يطفوا السيارة بالطفاية العادية. من وصل رجال الأمن رجال الشرطة ومعهم طفايات الكولد فاير.
But the city of Prairie Village recently invested in what are called ColdFire extinguishers. They're the same type of extinguishers used in NASCAR and IndyCar, or Indy 500 car crashes. That investment is what made all the difference.
They grabbed the equipment from the back of the patrol cars. They attacked the fire. 2 or 3 officers, they get close and they dash out the fire with the ColdFire equipment. And you can hear at one point an officer will tell the driver, just relax, we're going to get you out of here.
Now, Prairie Village added the extinguishers to each of its 14 patrol cars after the Lenexa Police Department did a study to see how well they work. Now, the equipment, without that equipment, the officers would have to just kind of sit by and watch until firefighters arrived. And in those situations, we all know every single second counts. And had they not had those extinguishers, they tell me this story could have ended a lot differently. Reporting live this morning, Sayed Shabir, 41 Action News.
طبعا هذه فيديوهات خلينا نشوف last two videos and we'll go for the direct.
A huge fire, flames shooting out of a car, but within seconds, ColdFire is sprayed on the fire and it fizzles out. Compare that scenario with this one, the same car fire, as firefighters work to battle the blaze with just water. Firefighter and medic Raymond Donby says the difference in the two is noticeable.
It seems to absorb the heat a lot better, and that, man, that's a big plus. If someone's stuck in a car, I think it would buy you a few extra seconds.
Gardendale's Fire Marshal Rick Smith says he was amazed at this demonstration where a metal magnesium is on fire, then immediately put out with the product. When on fire and touched with water, magnesium, which many cars are made of, actually explodes.
It burns at over 4,000 degrees, and to watch him do that, I haven't seen anything else that can compare to that.
Then I decided to see how it works for myself.
حتى لو انت
After
رشيت بنفس
Justin
المادة
Partridge
كولفاير على
sprayed the
ايدك
product on
بيعمل
himself,
بروتكشن حماية.
I took a torch to his arm. No burns. Then I held a towel with the agent in my hand, and Partridge torched me. Again, no burns.
We've heard stories of people using 5 or 10 different dry chemical extinguishers on a car fire trying to save somebody, and they sit there and watch them burn to death because they can't get to them.
Now the issue, funding, getting cities or municipalities to equip their police and fire departments with the products. In the end, hopefully, keeping you safe. In Pelham, Ashley next. Fox 6 News on your side.